People say time heals everything. They usually say that to survivors, because they don't know what else to say. Nothing prepares you for that phone call. Nothing prepares you for silence after. The kind that rings in your chest. The kind no engine can drown out. You keep moving anyway. Because bills still come. Morning still arrives. And grief does not ask permission. It just climbs on behind you. Every ride. Every shift. Every holiday. Every birthday. Every empty chair at the table. People call it moving on. There is no moving on. There is only learning to carry. Some days strong. Some days barely. Tonight we ride honest. No fake smiles. No cheap slogans. Just truth. And road. And breath. And another mile. That is enough for now. If your mind is loud tonight, stay. Wait one more hour. Then another. The lie wants urgency. Truth can wait with you. Keep riding. Keep breathing. Keep choosing morning. Even when night follows close. Especially then. Some of us know this road too well. We did not choose the lesson. But we are still here. That matters. More than you know. More than you feel right now. Some mornings begin heavy. Before the sun even votes. Before coffee. Before words. Just a weight you know by name. Grief has fingerprints. It touches everything quietly. Your sleep. Your patience. Your appetite for tomorrow. Yet somehow you still get dressed. Still grab the keys. Still roll forward. That is strength people miss. Not loud strength. Not movie strength. Quiet strength. The kind that survives Tuesdays. The kind that answers alarms. The kind that keeps showing up. Even cracked. Even tired. Even carrying ghosts. Tonight the road knows your name. And the parking lot waits. Another stop. Another breath. Another chance to keep going. Kickstand down. Helmet off. Gloves off. Still carrying what nobody sees. Doors open. Lights bright. The world keeps moving inside. People choosing creamers. People checking phones. People laughing at nothing. And some of us learning to breathe. In plain sight. Pain does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks normal. Sometimes it buys coffee. Sometimes it says good morning. Sometimes it smiles politely. Then goes silent again. You never know who is carrying fire. Behind calm eyes. Be gentle when you can. You may be standing beside a storm. Some storms never make thunder. They stay trapped behind the ribs. Smiling in public. Breaking in private. That is why kindness matters. You may never hear the damage. But it is there. The slow spin of the room. People moving in circles. Life continuing on schedule. Meanwhile, someone is remembering. A voice they can't call. A laugh that ended too soon. A chair that stays empty. An answer that never came. This is grief no one films. The ordinary places it visits. Convenience stores. Parking lots. Traffic lights. Work breaks. Kitchen sinks. Random Tuesdays. It doesn't schedule itself politely. It arrives when it wants and asks everything of you. Then the door moves. Hands full of coffee. Still carrying more than that. Walking back into the dark. One careful step at a time. The camera pulls back. But pain stays close. You load the bike. Like loading another day. One item at a time. One task at a time. One breath at a time. Some victories look small. They still count. Coffee secured. Heart still learning. Night still dark. But you are here. That changes everything. Some people never hear this. So hear it now. Your staying matters. More than pain can measure. More than grief admits. Grief rarely tells the truth. It speaks in absolutes. Never again. Always broken. Nothing matters now. But pain is a poor narrator. It leaves out chapters. The chapters where you endure. The chapters where you help others. The chapters where dawn surprises you. The chapters where laughter returns. Different than before. But real. You don't heal by forgetting. You heal by remembering differently. With less blame. With more compassion. With room to breathe. Back to the bike now. Back to the machine that waits. Loyal things teach quiet lessons. They show up. They carry weight. They ask for little. Seat taken. Hands ready. Night still listening. Then ignition. A heartbeat made of steel. Some sounds remind you to live. This is one of them. Roll forward. Signal on. Back toward the main road. Back toward responsibility. Back toward unfinished healing. Some roads do not end. They become who we are. And still we ride them. Not because it is easy. Because it is ours. If loss changed you, that does not mean it ruined you. Some changes are scars. Some are wisdom. Often both. Keep going long enough to find out. Some answers need miles, not minutes. Not speeches. Not advice from people untouched by it. Miles teach quietly. They give your thoughts room. They let tears dry in private. They let anger burn safely. They let memory sit beside you without demanding anything. There are days you miss them gently. There are days you miss them violently. Both are real. Both are allowed. Grief has seasons. Sometimes 4 in one day. Morning numbness. Afternoon anger. Evening memories. Midnight questions. Why didn't I know? Could I have stopped it? Did they know I loved them? These questions can haunt a house. And a helmet. And a heart. But guilt is not devotion. Punishing yourself does not honor them. Loving them does. Remembering them does. Living well can too. Even if it takes time. Especially if it takes time. Some roads are dark for miles. Keep riding anyway. The dawn does not owe speed. Only arrival. And even slow light still counts. Still warms. Still reaches you. Stay long enough to see it. Stay long enough to feel it. Stay long enough to believe it. You are worth that weight. Every mile of it. Every hard mile. Every honest mile. Every mile nobody applauds. Every mile you nearly quit. Every mile you chose anyway. That is courage in work clothes. Not dramatic. Not polished. Just real. Some people think healing is clean. Straight lines. Clear answers. Perfect progress. But healing is messy. It doubles back. It forgets exits. It stalls at lights. It cries in traffic. Then somehow keeps moving. That somehow is grace. Not the shiny kind. The scraped up kind. The late night kind. The made it through kind. If you loved deeply, you may grieve deeply. That is not weakness. That is evidence. Evidence they mattered. Evidence love was here. Evidence the story was real. Some chapters ended cruelly. That does not erase the whole book. Read it honestly.
Remember it fully.
Not only the last page. Pain loves summaries. Truth requires context. There was laughter too. There were ordinary Tuesdays too. There were moments worth keeping. Carry those as well. Let memory be larger than tragedy. Larger than one terrible decision. Larger than the wound it left. You are allowed to keep living. Without apology. Without permission. Without guilt at the wheel. Keep riding forward. Forward does not mean forgetting. It means carrying differently. With stronger hands. With wiser eyes. With scars that learned patience. There are names we still speak softly. Because love still answers. Not with voices. With memories. with lessons, with the strength they left behind. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones still grieving quietly, still showing up to work, still paying bills, still saying good morning, still trying to be kind, with a war in their chest. Respect those people. You may be one of them. Some wounds become wisdom when we refuse to waste them. When we use pain to protect others. When we tell the truth out loud. When we stay. When we help someone else stay. That is how cycles break. One honest conversation. One vulnerable moment. One hard night survived. One call answered. One tomorrow reached. Sometimes heroism is invisible. No cape. No applause. Just choosing not to quit. Again. And again. And again. Until strength feels ordinary. Until breathing feels possible. Until light feels believable. If that day is not today, keep riding toward it. Toward it can be slow. Slow still counts. A crawl still counts. Rest still counts. Pausing is not surrender. Healing has pit stops too. Even engines need cooling. Even hearts need mercy. There are night survivors replay everything. The missed signs. The last words. The ordinary moments now sharpened by loss. But hindsight is cruel. It edits memory with impossible knowledge. It pretends you should have known. What nobody knew then. Be careful with that voice. It wears the mask of responsibility, but often speaks only blame. You can love someone deeply and still not save them. Both truths can exist. That tension hurts, but it is real. Some grief asks no permission. arrives in grocery aisles, at stoplights, during songs, at birthdays, at random smells, at the sight of someone laughing like them. You do not fail by feeling it. You are human by feeling it. And still moving. That deserves respect. Not from the world first. From you. Speak to yourself kindly. You have carried enough. You are carrying enough. And still here. That matters more than you know. Some people confuse survival with weakness because it does not look glamorous. It looks like showing up tired. It looks like trying again scared. It looks like paying bills while grieving. It looks like smiling through storms. It looks like getting out of bed. That is not small. That is strength in plain clothes. Some of the bravest people never tell anyone what they overcame. They just keep being kind. Keep working. Keep loving. Keep trying. Quiet courage is still courage. Maybe even the purest kind. Because no audience is required. No reward expected. No spotlight waiting. Just character. Build one hard day at a time. If you carry loss, you may also carry wisdom. You know time is precious. You know words matter. You know tomorrow is not guaranteed. That knowledge can hurt. But it can also wake you up. To sunsets. To laughter. To coffee runs. To ordinary miracles. Use pain carefully. It can poison. Or it can deepen you. Sometimes both before one wins. Choose the better ending. 1 mile at a time. One choice at a time. One sunrise at a time. Keep riding toward it. Toward it may feel impossible today, Today is not forever. Neither is this pain. Even long pain moves. Even heavy nights pass. Even winter loosens eventually. Hold on through weather. Do not marry the forecast. Some minds predict permanent darkness during temporary storms. That prediction is a lie. Thoughts are not verdicts. Feelings are not futures. Moments are not identities. You are more than one hard chapter. More than one terrible night. More than what happened to your family. More than what grief whispers. Sometimes surviving is rebellion against despair, against cycles, against the story pain wrote for you. Right back. With boundaries. With honesty. With therapy if needed. With prayer if it helps. With friendship. With stubborn hope. With another sunrise. With another mile. Healing rarely announces arrival. It sneaks in quietly. You laugh once without guilt. You sleep one good night. You breathe easier at a memory. You notice beauty again. That counts. Count that. Count yourself too. Still here. Still writing. Still becoming. Becoming is rarely comfortable. Growth often arrives disguised as pressure, as confusion, as letting go, as starting over tired. Do not mistake discomfort for failure. Some pain is damage. Some pain is stretching. Wisdom learns the difference. Loss changes your language. You speak softer about time. Stronger about truth. Less impressed by nonsense. More grateful for ordinary peace. You learn some arguments are cheap. Some grudges expensive. Some moments priceless. yourself wisely. If grief made you tender, do not apologize. If grief made you cautious, be patient with that too. If grief made you wiser, honor the cost. Some lessons arrive unfairly. You can still use them well. The road does not ask your history. It only asks your attention. Your balance. Your next decision. Life can be similar. Not easy. But steerable. Even after impact. Even after loss. Even after nights you barely survived. Hands steady. Eyes forward. Keep riding. Forward can be tiny today. Tiny still counts. A phone call counts. A shower counts. Eating something counts. Telling the truth counts. Asking for help counts. Staying alive counts. Never let pain mock small wins. Pain hates progress. Even slow progress. Especially slow progress. Because slow progress lasts. Fast fixes often fade. Real healing roots itself. Quietly. Under the surface first. Where nobody applauds. Where nobody notices. Where character grows. Some people only respect outcomes. Wise people respect process. Respect your process. Even if it looks messy. Even if it takes longer. Even if nobody understands it. You are not behind. You are on your road. Different roads take different miles. Different hearts need different healing. Comparison steals fuel. Throw it off the bike. Travel lighter. Carry what matters. Love. Truth. Memory. Hope. And one more mile. One more mile becomes many. That is how mountains move. That is how darkness loses. That is how families heal. Not instantly. Not cleanly. But steadily. Some scars remain tender forever. Tender is not broken. Tender means alive. Able to feel. Able to love again. Able to hurt and still continue. That is courage. Some mornings grief wakes before you. Waiting at the bedside. Some nights it waits at the door. Some holidays it sets the table. You may never fully dismiss it. But you can shrink its authority. You can refuse its commands. You can challenge its lies. You can outlive its predictions. You can laugh in its presence. That confuses darkness. Good. Let darkness be confused. Let despair lose track of you. Let hope find your address first. Even if it knocks softly. Open anyway. Even if your hands shake. Even if you doubt it. Especially then. Some blessings arrive quietly. Do not miss them. Quiet blessings still count. A calm breath counts. A steady hand counts. A good memory counts. A laugh you did not expect counts. A sunrise through tired eyes counts. Healing is often built from moments too small to post. Too quiet to brag about. Too ordinary to notice. Notice them anyway. Your life is made there. In dishes washed. In texts answered. In workdays survived. In tears released privately. In prayers whispered honestly. In miles no one saw. Do not call your progress nothing. Because it was not dramatic. Oak trees grow quietly. So does resilience. There may always be days that reopen old wounds. Dates on calendars. Songs on radios. Smells in hallways. Faces in crowds. This does not mean you failed healing. It means love left marks. And marks remember weather. Be gentle with yourself then. Lower the standard for the day. Raise compassion instead. Survival can be enough today. Enough is holy. Enough may not impress anyone. It does not need to. Your healing is not a performance. Your grief is not content. Your worth is not measured by output. Some seasons are for producing. Some are for surviving. Wisdom knows the difference. Rest when needed. Push when able. Ask when stuck. Receive when offered. There is strength in support, and wisdom in accepting it. Some people lose years trying to look invincible. Meanwhile, the brave ask for help. Meanwhile, the wise tell the truth. Meanwhile, the healing stay honest. You do not need to carry alone. Even riders stop for fuel. Even engines need maintenance. Even strong hearts need company. Some conversations save lives quietly. A call answered. A text returned. A truth finally spoken. A tear finally allowed. Do not underestimate simple things. They often hold miracles. And sometimes mileage. And sometimes memories. And sometimes both. Some memories ache on arrival. Others heal on contact. Most do both. That is why remembering can exhaust you. It asks your heart to hold opposites. Love and anger. Gratitude and grief. Warmth and absence. Peace and questions. You are not failing. Because you feel many things at once. You are human. Complicated hearts often love deeply. Do not punish yourself for depth. shallow rarely drown. But they rarely touch wonder either. Depth costs. It also gives meaning. There are roads you would never choose that still teach priceless things. Compassion. Perspective. Patience. Urgency to love now. Use those lessons generously. That honors pain without worshiping it. That redeems what can be redeemed. The odometer keeps turning. So does life. Even when part of you stayed behind. Even when part of you still aches. Keep going with all your pieces. Even the broken ones. They still know the way. Especially now. Broken pieces can still build. Still carry weight. Still protect what matters. Do not underestimate repaired things. They know pressure. They know storms. They know what almost ending feels like. That knowledge can become strength. Watch the numbers turn now. Mileage never lies. It records every return. Every late shift. Every coffee run. Every ride through weather. Every mile ridden in memory. Every day you did not quit. Some milestones are private victories. No crowd. No confetti. Just truth on a dashboard. 56,000 miles. A number to some. A story to us. 40,000 of them together. 3 years of roads shared. 3 years of mornings met. 3 years of carrying burdens quietly. 3 years of choosing forward. Some machines become family. Because they were there. When others were not. Because they kept starting. When we felt empty. Because they carried us. When we were carrying too much. Honor loyal things. Honor the ones that stayed. The people. The memories. The habits that saved you. The roads that cleared your mind. The machine named Gaston. 16,000 miles when he arrived. 56,000 now. 40,000 added with purpose. Not all miles are equal. Some are errands. Some are escapes. Some are therapy. Some are tributes. Some are prayers with headlights. Some are conversations with silence. Some are grief with handlebars. Some are hope at 70 miles an hour. Mileage cannot explain that. Only hearts can. There are people gone now who still ride with us. In lessons remembered. In jokes repeated. In warnings that still guide. In love that outlived bodies. Death can take presence. It cannot always take influence. So choose your influence carefully. Someone may carry it for years. Choose words worth repeating. Choose kindness worth remembering. Choose honesty worth trusting. Choose love worth missing. That is legacy too. And it starts now. Now is smaller than forever. That is why it matters. Forever is built from nows. From moments barely noticed. A call returned. A hug held longer. An apology spoken sincerely. A laugh shared fully. A sunrise appreciated. A burden admitted. A friend checked on. Never despise small goodness. It often carries the world quietly. Some people survive because one person noticed. One person stayed. One person answered. Be that person when you can. Ask twice. Listen longer. Judge slower. Love louder. And if you need that person, be honest enough to reach. Need is not weakness. Isolation lies about that. Humans were built for connection. Even the stubborn ones. Even the quiet ones. Even the wounded ones. Especially the wounded ones. There is no medal for suffering silently. Only more suffering. Speak before breaking. Reach before disappearing. Disappearing can happen slowly. First from joy. Then from people. Then from yourself. Pay attention to that drift. Small withdrawals become lonely distances. Lonely distances become dangerous stories. Dangerous stories become convincing lies. Interrupt the story early. Text someone. Walk outside. Eat something nourishing. Tell the truth aloud. Ask for help now. Not when it gets worse.
Now.
There is bravery in early honesty. Waiting is not always strength. Sometimes waiting is fear dressed up. Call it what it is. Then move kindly. No shame. No performance. Just truth and next steps. Many lives are changed by one honest moment. One counselor called. One friend trusted. One bottle poured out. One weapon handed over. One secret finally spoken. Do not underestimate interruption. It can save futures. It can protect children. It can spare families. It can rewrite generations. Generations feel what we choose. Sometimes for decades. Pain echoes. So does healing. So does honesty. So does courage. What you model matters. Children study silence. They also study repair. They learn what adults normalize. Secrets. Or truth. Shame. Or help. Withdrawal. Choose what gets repeated. Even if no one thanks you yet. Some gratitude arrives years late. In healthier homes. In calmer children. In kinder marriages. In sons who talk. In daughters who ask for help. In families that stay. Breaking cycles is slow work. Invisible work. Often lonely work. But holy work. And worth every mile. If you are doing it now, respect yourself deeply. You may never know. How many people breathe easier? Because you chose to heal. Healing is not always dramatic. Sometimes it is laundry done. Bills paid. A bed made. A walk taken. A meal cooked. A call returned. A boundary kept. A trigger survived. An urge outwaited. A hard truth accepted. Do not overlook ordinary victories. They build uncommon lives. Some people chase image. Some build substance. Choose substance. It lasts longer. Choose integrity. It sleeps better. Choose honesty. It heals cleaner. Choose kindness. It multiplies quietly. Choose patience. It protects growth. Choose courage. It opens doors fear-locked. Choose help when needed. It is wisdom, not weakness. Choose one more day. Often that is enough. Then choose again tomorrow. That is how futures are made. Quietly. Repeatedly. Repeated choices become character. Character becomes direction. Direction becomes destiny slowly. So guard your small habits. They steer more than moods. They outlast motivation. They They keep moving when feelings quit. Build rhythms that protect you. Sleep when you can. Eat what helps. Move your body. Answer messages. Step outside. Touch grass. Pray if you pray. Breathe if all else fails. Especially then. Some nights you will feel behind. Behind who? People with different roads. Different wounds. Different starting lines. Comparison is crooked math. Throw it away. Measure yourself honestly. Are you kinder? Are you steadier? Are you truer? Are you still here? That last one matters plenty. You do not need to shine today. You may only need to stay lit. Even as a pilot flame. Small light still defeats dark. Every single time. Darkness only looks permanent. Until light arrives. Sometimes light is dramatic. Sometimes it is subtle. A better thought. A returned message. A deep breath. A friend answering. A counselor listening. A morning you did not expect to see. Do not demand fireworks. From every rescue. Some rescues whisper. Some healings crawl. Some victories look ordinary. Still count them. Count the morning survived. Count the temptations resisted. Count the tears released. Count the truth spoken. Count the help accepted. Count the miles ridden. Count the love remembered. Count yourself among blessings. Yes, you. Even wounded. Even uncertain. Even tired. Even now. Especially now. Some people are alive today. because they lasted one more night. Be one of them. One more night becomes a story. A story becomes testimony. Testimony becomes medicine. For someone else still bleeding quietly. Never assume your survival is only yours. Someone may need your future voice, your honesty, your scars translated into guidance, your calm in their storm, your example that pain can be carried, that grief can be survived, that cycles can be broken, that help can be trusted, that tomorrow can arrive. Do not retire early from a story still needed. There are pages unwritten, roads untraveled, people unmet, laughter unscheduled, peace unimagined, growth you cannot predict, beauty you would miss. Stay for surprises. Stay for healing you doubt. Stay for friendships coming. Stay for mornings that feel lighter. Stay for the version of you that pain is not met yet. Keep riding to meet them. Meet them slowly if needed. Slow arrivals still arrive. Healing does not lose value because it took time. Neither do you. There are years that teach more than decades. Pain can compress wisdom. If you refuse to waste it, use what hurt you to help what comes after you. Use what broke you to build gentler homes. Use what scared you to become safer love. Use what silenced you to speak life clearly. This is how darkness gets robbed. It wounds you. You heal honestly. Then use the scar as a map. Others follow home. That is redemption. Not erasing pain. Transforming it. Not forgetting loss. Carrying it with purpose. Not pretending you are fine. soul differently. There is honor in that. Great honor. Honor often looks ordinary. A parent showing up tired. A worker staying honest. A spouse staying kind. A friend answering late calls. A survivor telling the truth. A grieving heart still loving. That is noble enough. You do not need grand stages. To live bravely, kitchen tables count. Parking lots count. Night shifts count. Doctor offices count. Therapy rooms count. Motorcycle seats count. Wherever truth is lived, meaning is made. Wherever love persists, legacy grows. Wherever pain is faced, strength is forged. Wherever someone stays alive, hope gains ground. Never call ordinary useless. Most miracles wear work clothes. Most courage looks routine. Most healing looks boring. Until years later. When you realize it saved everything. Stay long enough to know that. Stay long enough to become that. Become that for yourself first. The rescue you keep postponing. The kindness you keep denying. The patience you offer everyone else. Give some back inward. You are not a project to despise. You are a person to care for, even unfinished. Especially unfinished. Perfection is a cruel landlord. It charges too much rent. Move out. Live in progress instead. Messy rooms. Real feelings. Honest attempts. Repeated effort. That house becomes home. Some days all you can do is not make it worse. That can be wisdom too. Pause the argument. Delay the reaction. Walk the block. Drink the water. Sleep on it. often enough. Keep giving tomorrow a chance. It has surprised many people. Let it surprise you too. One more mile. One more mile becomes a life. A life becomes influence. Influence becomes shelter. For people you may never meet. Never underestimate staying. The world has enough endings. It needs continuations. It needs healers. It needs steady people. It needs honest men. It needs gentle strength. It needs women who refuse shame. It needs families that repair. It needs survivors who speak. It needs you healed enough to help where you can. Not perfect. Present. Not flawless. Available. Not fearless. Willing. That is enough to matter. Enough to change rooms. Enough to change homes. Enough to change futures. Stay for what you still carry. Stay for what you still give. Stay for what still needs you. Needs you in ways unseen. A smile not yet offered. A lesson not yet shared. A child not yet comforted. A friend not yet called. A stranger not yet helped. A wound not yet healed. A sunrise not yet witnessed. A laugh not yet returned. A chapter not yet written. Keep writing, keep living.